We have here next the infantryman's friend, the entrenching tool. This also connects with to the cartridge belt. This can be used as a shovel in this particular position, or it can be used as a pick when broken like this. It fits into a neat pack and is carried on the man's back on the combat pack. The helmet itself is made up of two parts, the steel portion and the liner. Now, the liner is where the adjustments are made to fit the individual's head. This is made of plastic and is worn normally in camps, posts, or stations, and when there is no combat. The steel portion, of course, is used when the bullets are flying. This has many uses, can be used as a bucket in carrying water, and it is used as more or less of a wash basin by the men in the front lines. We have the raincoat, which goes in the pack, of excellent material and very hard to wear out. Last but not least, but one of the largest items, is the cargo pack. Now, in the cargo pack, the individual carries a shelter half, or if you will, a half of a tent. He, with another man, getting together, form a whole tent, and two men live in this tent when they're out in the field. Here is one pole, and here are 4 or 5 tent pins to help put his portion of the shelter half up. He carries in here his blanket. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, in one big display. I'm sure you'll agree with me that our rifleman is the best equipped fighting man in the world. In that connection, I am positive that if our men are properly trained, if he is properly led, and in the event that he can develop a pride of unit, individually and collectively, besides being the best equipped, he's the best fighting man in the world. Well, now that we've taken a look at what goes on the man's back in combat, let's take a look at what he wears in his stomach. In other words, combat rations. I plan to show you 2 types of rations, combat rations. And I'd like you to remember that the soldier in garrison eats a regular, normal diet, and these rations are designed to carry into combat. The first of these is the food packet individual assault ration. It has, I might say, that it's designed to take a man through one meal. It has, in this particular instance, a packet, which I'll show you the contents of later, a can of cookies and crackers, and a beef and pork loaf. Now, inside of the packet is a series of articles that goes along with the ration. First, there's the plastic little bag to carry cigarettes and keep articles dry in. There is the fuel, which heats the meatloaf. Here is a jelly bar, which is for dessert. 2 cups of soluble coffee and the accompanying granulated sugar. A package of matches and a package of cigarettes, which contains 4 cigarettes. A small roll of toilet tissue, a stick of chewing gum, and last but not least, a little bottle for the purification of water. It contains chlorine tablets. Now, whereas the assault ration was designed to take care of a man for one meal, the combat ration C, which I have here, a box, is designed to take care of a man in combat for one day. Let me show you the contents of this box. There are in total of 8 cans, 3 cans of basic menus for each meal. For instance, corned beef hash, meat and beans with tomato sauce, hamburger with gravy, and a can of fruit, in this instance, pineapple. Now, there are 4 other cans, and they contain the following. Here, matches, cigarettes, soluble milk, coffee, sugar, a can opener, toilet tissue, chlorine tablets, chewing gum, and again, of course, a plastic wrapper. The other cans contain the same thing: 4 crackers, soluble milk, granulated sugar, soluble coffee, and a cake of cocoa, which can be eaten or it can be used as a beverage, and 3 cans of jam. Now, this is the Combat Ration C, designed to take care of one man for one day. If I've made any of you hungry, the Army Recruiting Office is just down the street, I'm sure. Well, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring you the 1st Cavalry and the 41st Infantry Divisions. We're also going to show you the many weapons that the infantry must know how to use in combat. So until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Colonel Quinn speaking for the combat infantrymen who ask you to look twice at the man who wears the blue badge. It's the mark of a man.
The Big Picture is a weekly television report to the nation on the activities of the Army at home and overseas. Produced by the Signal Corps Pictorial Center. Presented by the U.S. Army in cooperation with this station. You can be an important part of the big picture. You can proudly serve with the best equipped, the best trained, the best fighting team in the world today, the United States Army.